you think you're doing in that pantry? You rascal. So, I think it's pretty clear that we have a pantry issue in this house. When we first moved in, this just had some of those really ugly, hollow, bifold doors. And they were just really cheap looking. And when they were opened, they blocked half the access into the pantry. So I just took them off and we've just sort of had an open access pantry here. But now, of course, that we have Jimmy the cat in the house, he's getting into everything and he loves to help himself into this pantry. So we got to do something about this and we got to close it back up. So I thought it'd be kind of a fun project to do. I've been doing a lot of those shou projects for other people, and I thought maybe I want something like that in my own house. And I thought that'd be really cool on this door. So I just picked up this unfinished solid door from Home Depot. So I'm going to try doing a nice char on this door, and I think that would just give a nice little accent to the kitchen. So we're going to see how that comes out. So one of the problems with this being one of those bifold doors is I got to take off this hardware. That's easy, but also there was no hinges on the side, so I'm going to have to mark out and recess a little spot for the hinges to go. I'm not too concerned with the holes that are here because most of the time it's going to be blocked by the door anyway. The first thing I have to do though, this door is a little bit too big for the opening. It's roughly the right size door, but I'm going to trim a little bit off the sides of it, and I'm going to trim some off the bottom, so then we can roughly get it into place. So as you can see, it's just a little bit too big to fit into the doorway. So I'm just going to measure it out so we know how much we can trim. This door allows for you to be able to trim a 1/4 inch from each side of the door and a 1/2 inch from the bottom. Is that right? No. You can trim 1 inch from the bottom and a 1/4 inch from each side, which is really all we're going to need. So we'll do that. Well, this is going to be fun. Alright, well. So I remeasured again. And the door is actually, the door height opening is actually about 79 3/4. So I'm going to trim just a little bit more than that so there's some clearance. I'll trim about a 1/2 inch off this. We'll start there and see if we have to do more. Alright, since we're trimming about a 1/2 inch off the door, and then my circular saw has 1.5 inches between where the blade is and where the guide is to run along. So I'm going to set up a straight edge, set up my cut. So I'm going to make a mark 2 inches in on each side of the door to line that up. Clamp this down so it doesn't move. Let's try this again, guys. Super pro today, huh? Alright, well, we're going to see how this works. Trim the sides up first. Okay, so I clearly wasn't thinking straight when I decided to take on this idea. I did not realize this door is too big to go through my table saw. Luckily, I had this really long piece of alder that I was going to use for a project once. It's like, how many feet is it? Whatever. So, probably like an 8 foot board. Still has its factory edge. So, I'm just going to mark out where I want to make my cuts so I can use this as a straight edge. And we're going to have to mount a really careful run with a circular saw down the side. Hopefully this works out. There goes nothing. You know what? Before I trim any more, I'm just going to go do a little dry fit in the doorway. Gotta love doorways that aren't square, huh? Well, I have enough room on the top and bottom, but this freaking doorway is totally off square. But it's alright. Looks like I just need to take a little bit more off the other side of the door. Scuff on this side, so I'm going to make this the back side of the door. Okay, off the trim off the other side. Go test fit it again. Okay. Try this again. Okay, so you don't need to see me do this once again. I'm just going to go trim a little bit off on this side of the door, so that way the side where the hinges screw in, there's a little bit more door there. All right, let's give this another try. Well, it's fitting, so I'm going to try marking out the hinges now, and then we'll see if we have to make any more adjustments. Alright, so now I'm going to start with marking out and making recesses for the hinges on the internal door jamb, and then we'll transfer that onto the door, the fun part. So it looks like there was once actually already something there, but I'm not going to reuse those holes because I want this to be sturdy. It looks like maybe this was filled in. Maybe I can just carve that back out. Now, you lay the chisel flat edge to where you want to knock this out. Like I thought, there already was a filling in there. This might work out perfect, guys. Is that a brilliant idea or what? Let's clean this out. This hinge might just pop right in here. Let's see. Look at that. Bingo! Yeah. Well, that worked out better than I thought because it looks like there was once already a hinged door in here, and then they put in those stupid bifold doors, and they had filled in the gap where the hinge existed before. So I just was pretty easily to just chisel out that filling piece. Awesome! Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Now, to hurt my back and figure out where the bottom hinge goes. Fuck down my little kitchen mat here so I don't hurt my knees. Hinge number 2, done! Bingo! 2 hinges in the door jamb now, so now I'm going to pre-drill them and screw those in, and then we're going to transfer those over to the door. Oh, I'm just repeating that process in the bottom one. You don't need to see that. Edge. Okay, so I've marked where those are. I'm going to take this back out. I'm going to transfer one side of the hinge to the door. So, to remove the other side of the hinge, take a screwdriver, pop that pin out. Don't lose that pin. And you take this side of the hinge and you transfer this to the door. One thing I do is just measure the depth that this is in the wall. Just to mark how far back it has to be. Alright, now we trace out where the hinge goes. Okay, similar how we did on the jamb, I'll slightly recess in this as well. Got one hinge in. Works out, guys. This is my first time ever doing this. Can do it. Let's repeat this process for the bottom hinge. There goes nothing, guys. Okay. Oh, look! Does my door operate? Well, it works. That was a pain in the ass to get on there, though. Holy cow. My goodness. Nothing is ever as easy as it looks. And this doorway is so not square, but whatever. So here's the funny thing. I was thinking about doing the shou bond finish, but you know, now that I see it, I kind of like how it looks, the natural wood with the countertops in the kitchen. I might just put a coat of oil or shellac on it and see how that looks. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about this. Of course, now that means I gotta take this thing back off the hinges to do this. Ugh. So here's other thoughts. So I got these, since I'm not doing like traditional closet door with a handle, since there's no hardware here, I got these magnetic catches that I want to install in here. And so the door will just close with magnets. And then I kind of just got this sort of, like, I don't even know which one to call it. Door pull. I'll show you. Let's open it up. You know, I just got sort of handle like this to put onto it. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and put this handle on now. I'm going to see how we like the door natural for a couple days. Just see how we like it. And then I'll decide if we're going to keep it this way or if we're going to go through with torching it. All right, got a handle on for now. So we'll just test it out for a couple days. Another plan I have for this, and maybe this will just be the video, the initial setup, and then I'll do another video on what I plan to do with the door from here. But what I want to do, besides figuring out how we're going to finish the door, since, you know, when the door closes, there's about a 9-inch gap between where the shelf is, and I thought it'd be cool to maybe get some wire baskets or something like that that can attach maybe like one here, depending how thick that is. Thought I'd see if I can attach some baskets somehow or something, just to put some more stuff and get some more storage in the pantry that way. I'll definitely put one here on this section. Well, figure it out.